Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Minecraft. Well, I say back. You know, we only play this occasionally. Um,
We never left. We never
we
left though.
we never left. No, we're still in this world that we call our own. We're here with LuckyDutch and
Hi, how you doing?
myself. Ron apparently dreams Latkin. So little YouTube inside joke there. Um, and yeah, if first thing I want to do real quick since last stream, there's been a couple of new followers. So I just want to thank DJ Hill Games and aka Rainy Day. Thank you very much for the follow, and I hope to see you guys a little bit later on. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the channel has grown somewhat since we last met.
I see. We went from 2 to 12.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's it has become quite impressive, if I
yeah, and
do
I'm
say
quite
so
happy with
myself.
that as well. Just gotta fix a setting real quick because I can't see some of the screen. The stream might be moving a little bit. There you go.
Oh God, what the
Yeah,
hell is this?
something was horribly wrong. But I
There you
believe
go.
I've rectified it now. Um,
Yeah, so have I. There was something wrong on my end as well, and
okay.
thankfully I could fix it.
As long as it's fixed, that's what we're really aiming for. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah. I just need to remember what we were doing last time. I see I'm completely unequipped, which sounds about right.
Well, I was trying to finish up the building that I was constructing with
Okay.
several windows and such, and I'm not sure what you were doing. I am not gonna lie about that. I have no idea.
Um, do you know what? Nor do I. I'll be very honest.
All right, we'll figure something.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
I do
The
believe we went to the
thing,
Nether the other day, but that was literally just for the one gag. So, um,
yeah, that's true.
ooh. Um, well, the real question is, what is it that we are to do right now? Because we maybe we should set goals. Um,
Um, well, first of all, I think mainly because I see this more as a podcast. We answer certain questions from viewers, or maybe even like have a little bit of a debate.
yeah,
I
that
mean, on
sounds
that
right.
on that end, should be fine.
Yeah, we should be. I mean,
Um,
I'll be honest. One of the
and
things that I've noticed as well, people on Twitch way more talkative than people on YouTube. Like, people on YouTube
true,
just kind of stay silent. Maybe don't even really watch that much, but on Twitch they're like, "Hey, so I've got this thing going on." And I'm like, "Really? Let's talk about that." Like, it
yeah.
actually, I finally have interesting things to say because people are actually setting me up.
Oh, don't worry, I got you.
You got
You'll
me too.
do
Yeah,
the
yeah. We
same
we
to
we
me.
have good
You do
shots.
the same to me. We go we hit each other basically.
Hmm.
Not in the actual hitting, but like hit up like, hey, let's start a discussion, stuff
Oh, I
like that.
see. Yeah, 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 yeah. In that
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I actually have a good question for you then.
Let's go.
Let's start off right off the bat. How do you handle failure?
Very good question. Because do you know what? I'm very happy you asked that question because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Um, especially,
Because I've experienced it recently.
do you have an example that you want to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, um, a couple of days ago,
Mm-hmm.
well, first I need to set the background in it. Okay.
Okay.
Um, I'm I used to. Now I officially am done with it, but I used to do a certain course or like a college sort of thing to become a national tour guide. And basically, it's well, basically what the name says. You train to become a national tour guide for the country.
Right.
And the reason why I entered that place in the first place, the reason why I went there was to like because I love being a tour guide. I've
Right.
always loved it. I've been doing it for many, many years. I've been doing it for almost 3+ years now, in total. Um, because it all started with an internship, and basically I never left there. Um, however, um, it didn't went well in
Oh,
the direction I was hoping for. You
I
see,
see.
there was like a whole project. It's called the Grand Holland Tour, basically like GHT. I'll call it that from now on, so
Sure.
that nobody gets confused.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did that with my team, and we've been doing that for almost a year and a half, mainly because of Corona, but still, we've been doing that for many, many years, trying to like get the good spots, arrange dinner, arrange lunch, arrange what we're gonna talk about during the tour guide, stuff like that, yada yada yada. Everybody has been doing a lot of things, and including me and my whole team. Everybody was happy with one another. However, when it came to it, I was the only one in my whole team that failed
Really?
the GH2 tour. Yes, because
Oh, damn.
of an how do you say, of an situation that I have. I have a language disorder,
Oh,
and
like a
basically,
condition.
yes. But and the thing is, you will hear it in the stream from time to time. But my condition is basically, um, it's like dyslexia plus three, basically.
Oh, I see.
It's not only writing and reading it, but also talking. So sometimes I use a completely different word, even though I have the right word in my head. Like you're trying to pronounce it, but it's not the proper word. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, well, it's like what I suppose what people would call Freudian slips, but consistently, and
Yes,
also not
definitely,
Freudian.
and it's something that needs to be trained, and I've been training that for my whole life. However, sometimes it flips out, and unfortunately, it flipped out a lot on the day of the examination.
I see.
Mainly because I get nervous when it gets to exams and examinations. I'm really nervous when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And even though I said to these people, I have this condition, this will happen. Sometimes I will say the right word, like I'll say maybe the right word, like no, not the right word, but more. See, this is already a condition that I'm
Yeah,
having
this is
right
where it
now. Like
started.
I have it in my head, but I don't know how to say it, and the
Yeah.
it disturbs me a little bit. However, when I have it, sometimes I use a different kind of word to explain the other word, and my examination teachers were
Hmm.
looking for the exact word that they were looking for, and I couldn't give them that because I couldn't say it.
Yeah, which is a bit
I
scummy to
had
be honest with
literal
you.
yes, true, and I've said that, and like even though with or without my condition, like with my condition even included, they've just completely disregarded it. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's just dyslexia, and it's like, no, it's not. It's really not. And Uh, but it's not only that one, but it's also like a weird positioning that I was positioning wrong, even though they said themselves, please, let's go to a different place because it's raining, yada, 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 stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was literally the only one in my team of, let me be very clear, my team were wonderful people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was the
sure.
only one in my team that failed.
Yeah.
And because it's such a important thing, you you only get one shot at it, one opportunity, and if you don't do it, you'll fail. You basically fail the whole thing. You need to come back next year.
That's awful.
So yes, and now right now it's well, here we are. It's been it's been since Wednesday, so 4 days from now. and I felt like shit the first couple of days.
Mm.
And the reason being is pretty simple. I love being a tour guide. I've been doing it, like I said, I've been doing it for many, many years. My
Yeah.
boss still loves me for it, and I hope to do it in the near future a lot more. And like the money could be like, I don't give a shit about the money. It's more like,
Yeah.
hey, it's something that I actually like doing. Please let me keep this. Let me hold on to this because it's literally the thing I would like to shine at, and it's literally a thing I would like to be good at. However, because I failed the national tour guide thing, um, I felt disappointment. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you've been doing this for like 3+ years,
Yeah.
and
It's like
then
you
this
got this,
happens
you know
to
what
you.
you're doing, and then that happens.
Yes, and well, there's a whole story behind it. Like my team wouldn't leave me alone. Like, hey, are you doing all right? Stuff like that. It's uh, basically they were just as heartbreaking as me. But this begs the question: how do you handle failure of your own? Because personally, it took me a couple of days, like a day and a half, to officially get back up again and trying to move on with life.
Yeah.
So my question is, how do you think you do it?
Well, I don't really have to think because I do it quite often. Basically, there's people like they go to a job interview and they say, uh, what is your biggest weakness? And they answer, I care too much. Um,
Yeah.
that's me, except that I don't say that as like a bullshit thing. I care too much, and that is genuinely a weakness because, um, I it doesn't really matter if I love the job that I'm doing or whether I'm good at it at all. I basically always aim to do the very best job that I possibly can do with anything. Um,
Well, that's quite honorable if you ask
I,
me.
I mean, it. I think that's the least that anyone can expect of me. I forgot the torches again. Um, and
It's alright.
and so I've already said on this podcast and the other one as well that I left my job about 2 months ago. Um, because that kind of feeling, basically, what kept happening is I did the best that I could, and if I were to fail, and it doesn't matter whose fault it is, often enough, like I will, in my head, find a way to rationalize it in some bad way to the point where I can find it to be my fault, like somewhere down the line.
Mhm.
Um, and I'd feel awful because it's the kind of thing where I think to myself, I could have done a good job, but I didn't. I failed to do that, and literally, I will take that to bed that night. Won't be able to sleep. Nothing at
You
all.
and me both.
Um, to be fair, in that place as well, the other reason I left is when I did do something very well, I was made to feel bad about it because, I was asked why I didn't do it better or why I didn't do it faster. When I found often enough that if I didn't do anything at all, and I just said, "Oh, I didn't do it because I was busy," people would be much more understanding, and I thought it was awful because it didn't make any sense to me. Um, Now, one of the things that I found with me actually is I have, believe it or not, I have a ridiculous uh, fear of failure. But not just a fear of failure, I also have a fear of success.
Mm,
Um,
Yeah, I know. Um, even though we were kids,
mm,
I sort of already felt that the moment
really,
we we we've been contacted. Yes, I did. The thing is, I remember this is so long ago, so you might not even remember
I
it
probably
yourself.
don't.
But the thing is, we were doing a lot of like spelling stuff. Like
Yeah,
we were doing spelling here and there, and that's literally the only reason that we uh, that the classes were combined, yours and mine.
yeah, I remember.
And one of the times we displayed like you did this, yeah, congratulations, you've succeeded in that, congratulations, stuff like that, yada 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 yada. and everybody was through the roof when they heard like, oh, they've been doing great, they're doing this, they're doing
Yeah.
that, yada yada yada. And I remember you being the only one of like the whole school even,
Yeah.
well, except for the people who failed, but like
Who
from the
cares? I was the only one who failed, except for the
whole
people who
class.
failed.
No. It's like when you were the only one who were silent, even though you passed.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah,
remember correctly,
that sounds about right.
you were the only one. Like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna show this to my parents." So we're like, "Hell yeah!" And some people were like, "Yeah, I don't even care. I don't care this. I don't care that," even though they really do.
Of course.
And
I just didn't say
um,
anything.
yeah, and you just actually didn't say anything, like nix, like nada,
Oh.
nothing, even
Um.
though you passed. And I felt like this is
Oh
a
no!
signal,
Oh
like,
no!
hey,
No! 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 No!
what
No!
the hell happened?
I'm okay. I fell in the lava. I'm okay. I have a
Oh
fire
god,
resistant armor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please continue.
it's all right. At least you're alive.
So, yeah.
So yeah, I remember you just being silent, like, okay, what's up? What's for lunch? Stuff like that. I remember that clearly because
Because it was so
I
weird.
I'm old. No, not because you're weird, but the thing is like um that um I'm always attracted to things that are ordinary. I wouldn't say weird because when you actually grow up in life,
Yeah.
there's a lot more to be expected from you to be silent when you actually achieve something because right now in the times that we're in, you're expected to be like modest about shit,
Yeah.
even though you want to shine, like, hey, I did this, I did that, congratulations. You Society is trying to make you modest about it, like, hey, okay, congratulations, but
But who
keep in
cares?
mind, yada yada yada. That's it. That's a bit what quote unquote society is in right now.
No! Not again!
Haha, society.
Ah.
Oh fuck.
It's okay. I didn't have that many. Like, I had some iron ore that I found and some equipment. Nothing that can't be remade.
Okay, good. At least
Um.
there weren't diamonds.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I didn't have any diamonds. Um. I'll be honest. For me, it was never society because so no, actually there's a better explanation for that. To be honest with you,
Really?
it's not fear of success. Funnily enough, um, there's two reasons essentially. One is I was basically raised with a particular idea of success, right?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And
Being
this wasn't
raised a
it.
certain way has a lot of influence
Oh
on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and basically, for me, like, my mom was kind of supportive with a lot of stuff. But my dad would always like ask more. Like, if I did a test really well and I got an 8, he would say, "Why didn't you get a 9? Or why didn't you get a 10? Like, you could have done better." And only later did I actually come to understand why that is, and I understand that it had to do with like, his expectations of the world, like being raised in a country that was so um, rife with anti-Semitism, where if you're a Jewish person, you have to be at least twice as good as someone else, or you might not get a job. I only understood that later, but at the time, like, it was the kind of thing where he said like, "No, you got to do better." So for the most part, like, I didn't really see like success as success. I just thought of it as like, yeah, I could have done better. Uh, the other thing is, so after I left elementary school, I went to gymnasium,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
and I got bullied. Like, in retrospect, it might have not been intentional bullying. Like, they probably didn't mean anything that they did to be harmful, but it was because I did repeatedly ask for certain behaviors to stop coming my way. I think it's just children not understanding um, that friendship requires people to just fucking behave at times. But that's that's in retrospect. At the time, I was bullied, and so it got really bad at some point, to the point where like I was just sick all the time. Couldn't get out of bed pretty much. And my parents didn't believe me, because they were like, no, you just don't want to go to school. You got to go to school. And I was miserable the entire time. And I failed that year as well. I was 14. I failed the third year of gymnasium.
Yeah.
But during that time, I did a lot of blood tests. And constantly they would say there's nothing wrong. And I got more depressed. And even like considering last year and everything, this is probably the most depressed I've ever been at that time. What happened was the school recommended me to see a psychiatrist, and after a while with the psychiatrist, it turned out that I actually have Asperger's syndrome. Not heavily like a lot of people at Gouden Regel, I will say, but like it was there. And so basically, yeah. So the reason why I didn't really react to that success the way I should have done is probably because I didn't understand how to react to it. Like I probably didn't really like for instance, if I see success with myself and I see that everyone else managed to do the same thing, then maybe it wasn't that impressive. That kind of thing, maybe. There's various reasons.
The thing is with me, when it comes to success, and it's something that I'm suffering from, not the success thing, but like how to handle it.
Yeah, because you just have too much success and it's just bothersome.
Are you kidding me? Oh man, this is the first time I talked about. This is the first time I talked about failure on this channel.
That's true.
I could talk about it quite more and more, like disappointment, stuff like that. It's not something that's completely new to me.
No,
so
of course.
Don't worry about that.
No, everyone's gone through disappointment.
The thing is, what made me the most. I'm always that guy who doesn't know how to handle. I never knew how to handle stuff like, hey, I was proud of should I be proud of this? Should I be proud of that? Because most of the time, my mindset, especially when I was a kid, I was like, but this is what regular people should do, right? That's like, why are you congratulating for something that people have been doing for many, many years ahead of me?
Yeah.
Why is this such a special thing? And I was always that kid. Like, okay, fair enough. Move on,
move
on. And it's like, whoa, aren't you like my mom and dad are like, aren't you just happy that you've accomplished this? No, not really.
Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
It's
or
like,
what that's like anyway.
It's like, yeah, I did. Congratulations, I passed. Okay, but that's the goal, right? We shouldn't be celebrating something that was the goal.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible mindset, especially as a kid.
Yeah.
Because pride was something that was completely, like, if you keep thinking like that, pride is basically gone.
Yeah.
And the moment you lose your pride, you need to balance your pride a bit. Like,
you
hey,
do.
you need to accept compliments. You need to accept certain things in your life. You need to celebrate from time to time.
Like, humility is only admirable in so far, but it can become too bad where you genuinely believe that you're not worth any of the achievements that you may have succeeded in getting.
Exactly.
That's a problem I actually had as well, where when I had to leave gymnasium because my grades weren't good enough.
Oh.
No, I basically what happened was, so I failed that year, so I had to do it again, and then I got, like, while I was doing bad and while I was being bullied, there were a couple of people from a class below me that I started getting more befriended with. And so at some point, when it turned out that I might have to redo the year, I pretty much actively worked towards it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything now. And then they said, okay, well, you have to redo a year. Do you have a preference for a class? And I said, yes, that one. So the year after that was actually pretty good. But the year after that, which was great, by the way, because I got even more friends, met a lot of people that I'm still friends with to this day. But in terms of my academic capabilities, there was none, because for 3 years I've essentially missed everything because of
Yeah.
my depression. So I couldn't get the grades that I needed to stay, and then I had to go to a different level. In the Netherlands, it would be considered HAVO. In the UK or US, I don't actually know if there's an equivalent for it. O levels, I suppose. And so basically,
The Dutch school system is a unique thing in its own kind. So
yep,
good luck explaining that
uniquely
shit.
fucked, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because the Dutch school system is the only school system where, at that point, your subjects are all at the same level, rather than different levels for different subjects. Apparently, that's not like that in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
so I had to go to a different school. So I ended up going to ATC, which is the known as the laptop school, which is the only reason why I wanted to go there, because I was like, fuck it all.
yeah.
I want laptop. Um, and
The laptop has screwed me over so many fucking times in my childhood. Like, fuck.
I know, but like I really wanted
It,
laptop.
I
And so basically,
I know, I agree.
I
Like,
still have it to this day as well. Like it doesn't function well, but I still use it for like writing and stuff like that. Anyway, um, the levels at which I had to do the classes were so much lower that I essentially stopped studying, because there was no point. I could literally think of any answer just off the top of my head, but there were so many people around me who obviously hadn't studied at the level that I did, so they were struggling with the things, and I got very arrogant. And I wanna say that, like, if I said it once, I would have said it 100 times, but I'll say it 100 times more. I was an asshole for behaving like that, and basically seeing everyone around me at that school as my lesser, because that was completely unjust. I thought everyone around me was stupid, and I couldn't deal with people around me, and I was not handling anything well. Um, and I regret that, because some of the people that were around me were honest, hardworking people. They weren't stupid at all. They were just um, they they were more like me in the sense that somewhere in the like learning aspect of things, it wasn't all there. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I'll be honest, school is kind of like, from a knowledge point of view, school is kind of pointless. Like it teaches you a lot of things that are useful, and with that, like, I have to talk about the I'm talking about the subjects that are kind of quantifiable, like math and chemistry and physics and all of those, maybe languages as well, but like a lot of other classes, like history class and um stuff like that, you get spoon fed like a handful of shit every time. Like a lot of stuff that you learn is just plain wrong. Behavioral stuff that you learn at school is toxic, to be honest with you. Um,
that I can agree with, but like, I think schools are definitely needed, and the reason
oh, absolutely.
might be unique. But the thing that it's like, basically schools are basically throwing shit at the wall, and hopefully some of it will stick. That's basically what a school is all about.
Wait,
They'll teach you some shit, and hopefully one of these things will stick, and hopefully they will have given you some length in it, so that it will benefit in the future. For example, like, hey, if you love history, okay, then continue studying history, and maybe look for a job that is about history. For example, being a history teacher again, or maybe an archaeologist, or stuff like that,
yeah, but
or a tour
that
guide even.
in my opinion, that's horribly flawed. I genuinely
Yes,
think so. I think it's good to like offer all of the options, but I think a certain level of individual care is really important. and that's just not something that schools can offer. To be honest with you,
No, they can't.
I'm not gonna sit here, by the way, and say, oh, schools are bad, and then claim that I have a better. Like, I'm not gonna say don't go to school, because I simply don't have a better alternative, and I don't think I ever will. But um, you know, there's ways
I've
of
talked to
improving.
I've talked to people who've been homeschooled, and like what I found ironic is that like if you ask a homeschool kid, they're like, "Hey, do you ever want to go to a normal school?" They would say yes. But if you ask a school to like stay homeschooled, then they will say yes. So they both want to change.
It,
So
it's because they're both flawed systems, and as human beings, I think it's easy to focus on the bad stuff, which is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm very well
exactly.
aware of it. Because the problem with homeschooling is it's so much easier to fall into a situation of personal bias rather than systemic bias, which both of
One
them are
hundred
bad.
percent.
Both of them are bad, but it's just another thing. And the other thing is the main thing that I appreciate about going to school is the friends that I kept from it. And
Yeah, that's the thing about school as well. You make connections with
yeah,
one another. Yeah, sometimes even like my little brother, for example, he's such close friends with many. He has so many close friends that he will eventually use those connections to create a career in what he wants to be. Because hey, maybe this guy, oh yeah, I went to school with that guy. Okay, maybe there's a job, and maybe that previous classmate will say something nice about me, and I will get the job. Stuff like that, you know.
yeah,
That world still exists, and sometimes, and it really depends on who you're talking to, but most of the time, that's how you get a good job.
yeah,
Because if you're in the circle, you're good.
yeah. It's not
You're
about
a
what you
okay.
know; it's about who you know.
Exactly. Well, okay, maybe not that big of a deal, but like,
I mean,
you
I
definitely
know for a fact in film, how usually they say, like,
okay, yeah, okay.
in
In
anything you
film,
do. Yeah, but that's my world, unfortunately.
yeah, but
with
like,
anything you do,
not
usually
every.
they say success is 1% talent and 99% hard work, which is incorrect, by the way. But that's what they're saying. In film, the saying is it's 1% talent, 49% hard work, and 50% connections.
Yeah, it really depends on the places to be. For example, my little brother does something in technics, like
Yeah,
building stuff, like engineering. You definitely need an engineer degree to get to somewhere where he wants to be.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
uh, definitely it's definitely like we definitely have to keep that in mind because sure connections will get you far. It really depends on the situation. If
Yeah.
you go to film, yeah, then I definitely believe that a lot of films people in the film knew someone to someone and
Oh no, that's
found that way.
always the case. Like, I was when I was in film school, uh, there was this one girl, right? Honestly, she could talk so much. Like, she talked about like having been like a third assistant director on like this film. I don't even remember what the film was. It was like one with like I think Will Smith and Russell Crowe, or maybe the Russell Crowe thing was a different film. It was like something New York, like a Christmas film, I think.
Uh, Bad Boys, maybe.
No, not Bad Boys. It was like a rom com. Um, I don't
50
remember.
Date, something.
No. I don't remember what it was called, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, fair enough.
and basically
To be
like
continued.
to be continued. But anyway, she would often like, tell these stories of like the people that she's met. She said that her mom was very successful in Hollywood, and apparently also worked on the script of Usual Suspects, which
Ah, okay.
sure. She said that there was this one instance once where she was running, which basically means like, helping out with things on set, and Russell Crowe threw a taco at her head or whatever. But she would consistently lie about stuff as well, which made me kind of not believe anything that she did. And the problem is that the whole time, like, people believed her because she was this like charismatic person that everyone's like, they listened to every word that she said, and basically, like, a lot of people wanted to work with her because they were like, she's well connected, so she can probably further my career in some
Education,
way.
yeah.
She didn't know shit though. Like the way she was on set was oftentimes, I wasn't quite happy with it. Um, to others, she was probably a pleasant person to be around, but to me, certainly not. And it's that kind of thing where it's like, I bet she had like a couple of jobs after film school, but I don't know what she does now, to be honest with you. Whereas me, I was you know I was quiet for the most part, but I started like expanding my humorous um tirades, which people found annoying, but I found very funny. Especially the fact that they found annoying was very funny to me. Um, and so I like to think that I've done pretty well for myself. I'm quite happy where I am, even though the job that I'm doing is theoretically entry level, but having fun. That's what it's all about.
Sometimes, sometimes life, even though it's a small thing, it's more than enough. Like you don't have to be like high level stated. Oh shit.
Well, no,
Sometimes you don't even
exactly.
have to be. Oh shit! You can reflect those fuckers. Okay, I never knew that.
Reflect what?
Oh shit!
Oh, are you in the Nether right now?
Oh damn! Yes, I am.
Oh,
I was trying to collect shit. Damn!
how
I
about
never knew I
that?
could do that. That's cool.
Um,
I never knew I could do
but
that.
yeah, like the previous job that I did was essentially management, which was depressing as hell, and I couldn't do. Now I'm actually, I'm creatively working. I'm producing content and editing, and you know, having fun with it. And yeah, it pays 3 times as little, but I'm having so much fun doing it. And I'm
Yeah.
actually like, I feel
There's
creatively invigorated.
there's a saying that's basically, and I 100% agree with it. Find a job that you love, and you never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah, I've heard that. And it doesn't feel like work as well. It does it genuinely,
Exactly.
because the people I work with as well, like there's 2 other guys in the post-production team that are currently also like producing content. Um and they have such a similar sense of humor, and like similar like interests and stuff like that. And when we do stuff, like we work together so well about like, making each other's content like better and funnier, that it genuinely feels like I'm making shitpost videos with friends, which
Hmm.
is exactly what I want it to feel like, and I'm really happy with that. Whereas in the previous job, I was just depressed the whole time, just thinking to myself, I want to do my job, but I can't because no one lets me. Also, I don't want to
Yeah,
do my job.
that's the thing. Well, okay, on that degree, I cannot understand, but
Yeah,
um, when I've been to workplaces in my life where, even though I'm still technically in one, even though I love it, I need to face the facts that this is the case. Um, some jobs won't, even though they promise you, some jobs just won't give you the satisfaction of growing up, if you know
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. I
Like
know what you
going
mean.
up to higher level stuff
Yeah,
or
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Like
Like most of
advancing.
the time, yeah. And they tried to promote it lately. They tried to promote it, but eventually, when push comes to shove, and when you're like a couple of months in it, um, they just you realize like, yeah, you're not gonna let me get off this fucking place, aren't you? You're not you're not gonna make me progress in life, huh?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well, sometimes it's just not that kind of job as well that lets you progress.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Oh shit! Oh no!
you okay?
I fell. I
Oh,
fell.
oh, that's bad.
I know.
If you fall in the
I never.
Nether, you fall in real life.
Oh god.
Um,
Somebody wants to call me. Sorry.
that's alright.
It's
I'll entertain the very minimal
no, no,
crowd. What
no.
is this turnout?
I canceled the call. I'm like, no, I'm not having this.
Oh, is it that kind of call?
No, it's a friend of mine, a good friend, who had problems with his ex,
Oh,
and he got back with her again, and then he sent me a picture of him with his ex, like, hey, guess what? We're back together again. I'm like, oh fuck, seriously?
dude.
Like, don't get me wrong.
You want to be
Don't get me
happy.
wrong. It's like, I know you want to be happy, but like, you've been like the
Yeah.
hell you've been through, and you want to go through that all again to get a glimpse of it again.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ!
It's
Like, you
really
gotta let go.
it's really interesting what people are willing to do for like the chance of something. Actually,
Like,
let's make
the
cobblestone.
thing was the thing was, and that was automatically like the quote unquote problem.
Yeah.
Um, he said to me like, "Yeah, I don't feel any more love and stuff like that." Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
That is incredibly
So
fair.
break up. So break up. Yeah, okay, I will, I will, I will. Then the girl is like,
Shoot. Hey, wanna bang?
oh. It's like, yeah, and then he told me like, hey, I fucked up. What do you mean I fucked up? Yeah, I banged my ex. Okay. God damn it, you fucking idiot. Why? Like, why are you saying me this? Well, you see, she didn't get the time of the month yet, and we did it unprotected. And I'm like, oh
Oh, you
fuck,
stupid
seriously?
man. You stupid
Are
man.
you fucking kidding me? And now he's fucking nervous. I was like constantly on the fucking phone with him, and
Hey, praise the
it
kitten.
all
Welcome to
is
the stream,
all
buddy.
it all just went to hell from that department. And it's like it's like, yeah, you've you could have just like fucking left, like
You could have.
there was nothing stopping you. Like, stop the fucking contact.
That's a genuine disaster story though, where it's like not only do you get back with your
Eventually,
ex that you didn't really want to be with anymore anyway, but also
yeah.
you you made a
I
commitment that
just
you
looked
can't
at it.
make.
I just looked at it, and I thought it was like, I just looked at it, and I thought like, dude, are you that desperate and lonely to like you said to me, like you don't love her anymore, you don't have any more feelings. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct.
Gonna lurk
Then why
mostly
the
because
fuck
I'm
are you going back together again? What, like,
yeah,
it's like it's like on the fucking Titanic, knowing that it's gonna hit an iceberg.
yeah. Just a real quick one. Uh praise the kitten. Thank you very much for the lurk. I'm happy for you too. Good luck with Valorant. To improve your rank. Uh
Yeah, good luck, bud.
just give me an exclamation mark lurk and just see what happens. Just do that and I'll know that you're busy. Um I'll just wait to see what happens with that. Also, if you don't mind, just let
Wow.
me know how was your stream. Other than that, did it go well? You have a good time playing Witcher?
Save a coin for your Witcher. Oh, value plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, value plenty. Oh.
You know, if you like, Praise the Kitten is actually playing The Witcher 3 right now. Um,
Oh, interesting.
so you know, might be worth a
I
follow.
don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried The Witcher 2, but it's not really my thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I stuck around for a stream of Witcher 2 actually the other day as well. Um, and it looked all right. It just I don't know. It looks like a very similar thing again. You know, it looked like just another RPG, whereas Witcher 3 actually looks a little bit more, you know, involved and stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's more stuff to do. There's more options in any conversation. So it looks a little bit more interesting.
Don't get me wrong. I know Witcher 3 is like one of the, if not the most beloved game of all time. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not for me.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I might want to contest that at some point. I just need to think of what game would supersede that.
Oh, I just got a message from one of my housemates, like saying like, "Hi, what was it again? How you scare away ants?"
How to scare away ants?
Yeah. Okay. So tip of the day: how do you how do you keep away ants? Like
tip 1: don't step
actual
on them.
ants.
Doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. No, the reason they hate what ants really hate are cucumbers.
Oh, really?
Yes, they absolutely despise them.
Big knowledge.
They actually despise them. So
I wonder what
the
the science
reason
is.
being, yeah, okay. So this is the science behind it. So ants, they first of all they walk in a line, like a straight line. They always want to go there, and they try to find sugar and stuff like that, and just regular food. What they don't try to find is water. So like water stuff like that. And the reason, and cucumber has water in it, same as courgettes and stuff like that.
Sure.
And because ants were like, hey, what the fuck? They basically, if they try to pick it up, it's like basically they're carrying a jerry can of water above them, so they will basically drown themselves.
I see.
So
that's quite funny.
Yeah. And cucumbers. There you go. How to get rid with ants with cucumbers. Let me just read an article for you so that it's explained way better than I could.
Sure.
Ants are attracted to kitchen counters and various other areas, the home due to the phrase of both food and shelter. These pests carry diseases, bacteria, both of which transfer the counterface food item. Predixes are not required to remove ants, as cucumbers are natural ant repellents. The scent of the cucumber covers up the odor created by ants, also to distract. No, I don't care.
Message in the middle, right?
Odor created by ants, and also distract the ants from returning the area to home. So it also has to do with the smell. So step 1: slice the skin of the cucumber, as this is the fruit's most bitter part, according to Washington State University. Locate the entrance area used by the ants to touch the hole in the wall. It's also possible to put them in the corner of in each corner of the rooms. Notice the path taken by the ants to entrance points through other areas in your home, such as the kitchen counter. Step 3: eliminate any visible ants using a vacuum cleaner, damp paper towel, discard the paper towel, yada yada yada. Place the cucumber skin at the kitchen entrance point. The smell of the cucumber confuses the ants to keep them from returning to the practical area.
Interesting.
There you go.
The more you know.
So basically, if you have an ant problem, use cucumbers. The more you know.
The more you know.
The more you know. The more you know.
Cucumbers. Incidentally, that's how you scare me off as well.
Cucumbers?
Yeah, I don't like cucumbers.
I don't know. I like cucumbers.
I don't know. They put me off for some reason.
What are you, a cat?
Well, it does actually make me jump. I don't know. There's something about them that just doesn't sit right with me.
Ron is the cat confirmed.
Well, okay. Let's not let's not make
You're a
me
cat
out.
boy. No, I won't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
I hate that so much. Don't call me cat. Don't call me cat boy ever again. That is where I will draw the line.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um,
Fair enough. I'm more of the bunnies anyway.
yeah. I'm not a bunny boy either.
Oh, you can call me a bunny boy any day of the fucking week. I don't mind.
Okay,
I like bunnies, so yeah, it's fine.
fair enough. Oh, I've messed that up horribly.
But the thing, a lot of my friends call me a sheep man because I have fluffy hair, and due to my background, my grandparents used to have sheep
Oh, I
for
see.
like the textile industry.
Okay.
So yeah, because of that background, people used to call me sheep boy because like my fluffy hair and my background. I
Yeah.
didn't really mind because I love sheep. Like they're great creatures. Like
Yeah, I don't mind sheep, to
especially
be
the
honest with you.
lamb. Lambs are also pretty cute. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, if you can fucking you can try and bully me all you want, but yeah,
Yeah.
pick a better option there, mate, because you know it doesn't really affect me that much as you thought it would.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oops. God damn it.
Agree. God damn it.
No, I messed up horribly.
Same.
I put a stone where a stone should not go.
I fucked up as well. There you go.
Okay, but
What's going on?
this is looking good. Actually, let me go to bed real quick. Yeah. Sleeps.
I tried.
Oh my god, they try.
I tried. I tried so hard. Yeah, I forgot the rest of the song.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's like the one memorable bit. Except for the
No,
chorus, obviously.
hey, 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 hey.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh no!
The fuck did you do?
I was so caught up in the singing that a creeper just casually walked up to me and blew
Yeah,
up
I
my
just got
square.
shot by a skeleton. For some reason, it was just chilling in the pool. Like, I was like, "Can I help you?" And
Look at this mess. Good thing I have all this dirt.
I need more flint.
You need gravel.
Yes, I'm working on it.
He's working on it. Come
I'm working
on.
on
Come
it.
on.
Oh yeah, I think we've completely distracted from the way of failure, but I think we
Yeah.
can wrap
So
it up.
here's something that I can actually add to that, if you like.
Sure,
So
sure.
as I said previously, in addition to fear of failure, I also have what I believe a fear of success. And so let me explain this as such.
I think I know where this is going, but
Yeah. So
please
basically,
continue.
in January, I was still contemplating whether I should leave my job or not, right? And I was thinking, like, the first thing that immediately comes to mind, obviously, I think for everyone, is what if I leave here and, it doesn't go well, right? That's
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah,
that's the first thing.
like the fear of like
The fear of
how you
failure,
say
where it's
that?
like if I leave here, I will be stuck somewhere without like being able to go anywhere else.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
no, not again! He did it again. Um, Fuck, I'm constantly off base with these. Anyway, then I started thinking to myself, the alternative is staying here. And then I thought, what if I stay here for the rest of my life? So, at one side, I was afraid of leaving because I thought, I thought I might not make it elsewhere. But I also thought of staying. Sorry, I thought of staying because I thought I might not make it elsewhere. But then I thought of leaving because I might never leave again, and I want to do something else. And so I was genuinely asking myself, like, so I'm afraid of the failure of leaving, but I'm also afraid of the success that might come my way. Like, I was genuinely thinking to myself, like, what if I do manage it? And then there's the other aspect of it. It's like, what if I manage to go somewhere else and then stuff gets overwhelming and stuff? And I start getting worried, and I start not really wanting that, and, getting scared and shit, and yeah. And then you're stuck. Which is not ideal. Not advisable at all.
No, but I think like you're too afraid of like what's gonna happen in the future,
Yeah,
basically.
it's fear of change more than anything.
Yes, I was exactly almost about to say like, hey, what the fuck is gonna happen? Like, okay, but I'm gonna do this, but also like the way of success, and that's also something that I'm very happy that we're doing this podcast with you,
Yes.
because it's a little bit hiding for myself. It's a little bit of shame, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay.
I am scared shitless of fame, and the reason being is pretty simple. Um, every time, every time I look around, and when you become famous, or like if you have a couple of friends, you have a couple of people who follow you and stuff like that, they'll
Yeah.
put you on this pedestal. And if
Okay.
you do something bad, if you do something bad in your life, even though it happened many, many years ago, or you've denounced it way before, stuff like that, they don't care. They will still hold you accountable, or
Yeah.
they expect you to be like some sort of leader, like show us how to do it,
Yeah.
even though you yourself have no goddamn idea how to handle it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like they will put you on a pedestal for nothing, and you're trying to be yourself, but now you have to think like, oh yeah, I can't say that, or else I'm gonna get in trouble because people might do that for the sake, in the name of my sake.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous when it comes to shit like that, so that's why I always try to be like a little bit anonymous. Like, hey, you might know my name, and
Well,
some people do this, some people do that, but I'm horrified of fame,
yeah,
absolutely
I
horrified.
know what you mean.
And
Uh
the thing what I like the most has to do with fame. So I'm always kind of in the middle of like a little bit of a drama. Let's say, for example, tour guide. I
yes.
love being a tour guide. I want to be a tour guide. However, what I need to do as a tour guide, the newest tour guides anyway, you have to follow a trend. Um, is to have Instagram, WhatsApp, stuff like that. You
Yeah, of
all
course.
have to do that, and you can't fuck up once. And you know how fucking horrifying that is. You
Yeah,
have to filter yourself every goddamn day, every goddamn minute, every goddamn hour.
every second.
Every second counts. And, like, hey, even though you didn't mean it, they will still hold you accountable for it.
Yeah. This is why as well. Um when you like so usually when on Twitch people will have chat rules and they will say something like,
Yes,
"Oh, just be kind to one another."
yes,
My first rule is say whatever you want. Genuinely, I don't care. Say whatever you want. Because I want this to like. So usually, what I see in a lot of spaces is that people are trying to like measure themselves because they're afraid of if they become successful. Like what you said, if they become successful, like the things that they said might come back to haunt them. And
Yes.
so there needs to be this like level of positivity for everyone. Me personally, I don't really care. Like I want to be able to say things that I can stand behind, even if it ticks someone off. And so my rule, to kind of briefly like explain that, is say, and you probably 100% agree with this. Say whatever you want. I don't care. You can say things that I horribly disagree with. For example, you're allowed to in my chat. I don't have any moderators, so I'll be doing the banning of it all. But like, if you say
Technically me
if you
in
say
some way.
if you say kill all the Jews, Israel shouldn't exist. It's horrifying, and I'd probably be a little bit upset if you do say that because it's kind of offensive.
So will I. So will I. Even though I'm not Jewish.
But I'll allow it because I want there to be the possibility for like a conversation to happen about that. So like if you say that, then I want to know why you're saying it and where you're getting the information from that fuels your opinion, that kind of thing. The flip side, obviously, as well, is that if I say something that chat horribly disagrees with, then they have to take it as well because that's the kind of relationship that this needs to be.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that I want to do this. Like I don't really care about fame, and if I do get to a point where I can consider myself famous, then cool, nice, I guess. That probably guarantees a nice paycheck of some sort.
I wish you all the luck in the world if that bridge ever crosses you.
I'd
Because
love
you'll
that.
definitely need it.
I do need it. My
You
ego is
definitely need it.
my ego is so weak these days.
I'm not talking about ego. I'm not talking about ego. I'm just like,
Because of my
yeah,
badly paid job.
no, more in like the filter system.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you do. Like, again, I don't care what anyone says as long as they don't care what I say. And
Yeah, but people do, and then like
that's not my
right
problem.
now, but like that's unfortunately how life works right now, and I completely disagree with it. But I have no idea how to fucking stop it.
You can't.
The thing is like, hey, if they don't agree with you, or if you say something that's quote unquote fucked up, and uh, they will find a place to get you fired or like get cancelled, shit like that. I'm fucking nervous with shit like that.
Yeah,
It's like one of if not the worst things that could ever happen.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
And that makes me absolutely horrified.
I
That
agree.
the people can't take opinions, can't take a joke, stuff like that. And especially when it happens to famous people.
Yeah.
Most of the time I actually look like the last thing I want to do is like listen to a famous person talk about politics. That's the last thing I want to do because
It doesn't like an
those
actor or something
people,
like that.
yeah, exactly. Like I don't trust them well
Yeah,
enough.
like bro, you lie for a living.
Yeah, exactly. You lie for a living, or you hold back for a living.
Yeah.
The reason why you're famous is because you're acting. So
Yeah.
how? So basically,
You ain't an expert.
you're doing your job right now, right there, then and there.
Yeah.
It's not only that, but it's also journalists and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I agree with that. And because of it, like, if I want to have like any
Also,
sort of like normal fucking news of any sort, I have to go to places like to all kinds of people like, Ben Shapiro and all that that people say like, oh, they're like alt-right biased or whatever, which by the way isn't true. He's not. Oh fuck, my mouse fucked up again. Um, they're not alt-right biased as such. It's just that they have a right-wing perspective, which is fine. God
uh,
damn it, my mouse is.
I mean, the thing is, everybody's like, oh yeah, there's no political alliance and stuff like that. That's bullshit. Everybody, everywhere in the whole goddamn world has a bias, some way or another.
Yep.
And for me, it's like, okay, I'll listen to this part and I also listen to that part. It doesn't automatically mean I have to agree with it,
No, of course.
but
One thing that people seem to
I
not be
want to
able
know
to,
both sides.
yeah, I think one thing that people don't seem to understand as well is that it's perfectly possible to understand something without agreeing with it.
And it's also completely possible to agree with the opposite side once in a while. Because, like, hey, if you say you're right, if you're right leaning, that doesn't automatically mean that you hate everything within communism, because communism has unions, for example.
Yeah.
Unions are pretty good,
Yeah, it
or
depends.
equal payments and stuff like that. Like, exactly, it depends. But
Yeah,
there is
there's
some good in some way or another,
yeah, well,
and
there's
not
like,
everybody,
yeah.
and not everybody on the left, not everybody
God
on the
damn it.
left is completely against the right, because hey, they don't want to live in a totalitarian system. However, they do need some freedom once in a while to actually, like, do something, you know?
Yeah.
But
Right.
anyway, quick side note, I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm a bit stuck because for some reason my mouse isn't turning anymore. It
Oh
does this.
no,
It does this occasionally. I don't quite. Basically, there's this bit under my mouse that I need to unscrew and then loosen, and
it
then.
didn't give me the coordinates because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
lost.
hang on. It is 206 minus 57.
206
Minus 57.
minus 57. 206.
Oops.
206 minus 57. Okay, I'm on my way.
Cool, cool.
I'm a long way from home. I found a flat ground places, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's why I'm afraid of fame. And like, the thing what I like to do, like, for example, I like to sing, I like to listen to music, I like to listen. Oh yeah, there it is. I like to listen to all this kind of shit. I love it,
Yeah,
but it's all leading to fame. That makes me goddamn nervous
yeah. Well,
because
as in,
hey,
do you want to sing
I'm
professionally, or
sorry.
do you want to sing professionally, or is that not?
No, fuck no, I don't give a shit about that. But like, what the fuck happened to her house?
What do you mean?
Why is there a why is there a street
Oh, I thought it looks
of some
nice.
sort? Okay, fair enough.
I just thought maybe connect the world. Build roads.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
God damn it! How do I? Oh, did that do the trick? No. Do you know what? This mouse is fucked. I might have to grab another.
Oh no. Does that mean I have to occupy the other people?
Uh, Potentially. Hang on. Maybe let me try one more thing. Just disconnect my mouse. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay. I might have to grab a different mouse momentarily.
Oh no. Oh no.
Um, unless
Like like are the batteries dead or something?
no, it's a shit thing basically. So there's like a thumb button, and I found out that the thumb button sometimes gets stuck, and when it does, it somehow blocks the in like on the inside. It blocks the chip for the laser.
Ah, okay.
So for like everything works except for the laser. So I can continue with that. It just makes for a very awkward perspective.
God damn it! Seriously.
So I'm not quite.
I see. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I could fix it now and here. You know, I've got no problem with that. Fuck, let's have a nice little conversation while I fix my mouse.
Fair enough. I'm having some trouble building. Okay, so this should do it. There you go. Finally.
I wish I could see it. Unfortunately, I can only face one cardinal direction, and it's diagonal.
Let's make a surrounding circle, I guess.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, this is going bad. Let me turn off my mouse completely. There we go.
Oh no! Don't film me now, please.
No, because I was as I was like undoing screws, I was like clicking the buttons, which obviously isn't a recipe for success. Oh, there we go.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Well, I'm on fire.
Okay.
No, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying.
I'll help you. My
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
my mouse is still in the shop, so to speak.
It's okay. It's okay. Somehow I managed to save one heart.
Not bad.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was a goner, but yeah. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Nope. Aha! Sucks to be you.
Hang on. There was this one particular thing. Maybe it's this one. Or maybe this is enough, to be honest with you. Let's try. Oh, look at this. It's moving. We're moving, boys.
Oh, breakthrough! We got a breakthrough.
Yep, I just need to reassemble this bad boy, and I think we're good to go.
Hell yeah, baby!
Yeah, this is what IT experience can do for you.
This is what victory looks like. Or is that a little bit too far-fetched?
No. This is victory. This is
All right.
nothing short of victory. Sweet Victory by SpongeBob is playing right now. I'm just gonna screw everything back in. Of course, the screwdriver is here disassembled. What a
You
great
disconnected
stream.
me.
What?
You disconnected me.
When?
You just did. I was singing it and then you disconnected me.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I didn't do it intentionally.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hang on. I lost the screw.
It's alright. It's alright.
There it is.
It's alright.
Mommy's alright.
Oh yeah, remember, like, we can do, like, a question about weeps, I guess.
Weeps.
I'm not an expert weep. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
We can talk about weeps.
I've seen some anime, but I don't see myself qualifying as a weep.
Yeah, nor do I.
I can compare myself to, like, a couple of people I know who watch a shit ton of anime, like 100 of them. And
yeah, I can't do that.
Maybe I'm like at like the
Shit.
Maybe I've seen 20 of them in my life. I can't go on further than that. That's impossible for me.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've even seen 20.
Maybe I've seen 20, but I didn't do any counting. I never did any counting on it, so I could be completely wrong. But like some people, like, damn. Sometimes I'm like, where did you get all this free time?
Here's the thing as well. What's our definition of weeb?
Uh, yeah, okay, that's okay. So basically, have a lot of anime games. Basically, okay. I guess I enter in that category a little bit.
I think there's more to it though. I think
Merchandise.
which one? Which there was one specific definition for people who like Japanese culture stuff. Like, well, I say culture, like manga and anime and stuff like that.
The weeaboo
Was
or
it
something.
was it weeb that meant that they? Fucking hell, these screws! It's pissing me off. This still works, yeah. Was it weebs that genuinely only watch anime because they believe that Japanese culture altogether is superior to Western culture and therefore rejected?
Quite possibly.
Or is that like the what's it called, like an otaku?
I think a weeaboo.
Yeah. Okay. So that's I have problem with weebs.
Like the thing is, I will admit sometimes I fucking love watching it. Some are really good,
Success.
some are really bad. I don't
Back in the
give a
game,
shit about
boys.
that. But yeah, some are legit odd.
Um.
And like, oh yeah, this one is bad. This one is this. This one's no 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 no.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I don't
come on,
like
man.
that. I'll be honest. I've watched a couple of anime in my life that I thought were great, but not enough to convert me to reject Western. Well, even Western animation, to be honest with you, because I'll take Western animation over anime any day.
My favorite animation is not even anime. Like,
No,
my
same.
favorite
That's what I'm
show of
saying.
all time. My favorite show of all time is Samurai Jack,
Oh
and I
yeah, that's
might
Cartoon
adapt a
Network.
little. Yeah, it's like I might. They might have adapted from anime, but like it never really
No, it's well,
was anime. You know, like
it might be a parody of a sort, but
yeah, exactly. But like
that's really all it
the
is.
thing is that like sometimes I look into it. Like I have a friend who really tries to get me into anime, and sometimes just can't. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
I know what you mean.
And then I look like Sam. Then I look at Samurai Jack. It's like, oh yeah, that's shit. That's not anime though. Nope, I don't give a
Well, it
shit. I
isn't.
fucking love it either
Hey,
way.
hey, hey. My favorite anime is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Yeah, I
ooh,
said it.
ooh,
Yeah, I said it.
ooh. You gotta piss off a lot of people with that one.
Not really.
You gotta piss off a lot of people on
Not
that
really,
one.
because there's barely anyone here. This is the great thing as well. Is like we keep talking about like, oh, what if I get famous? I'm not. I can do whatever I can say and do whatever I want.
Yeah, fair enough.
Except
Until
for
somebody is,
yeah,
until you're finally famous, and then they suddenly see this podcast. I'm like, what did you say about Avatar?
that it's great.
Yeah, okay, Avatar is pretty great. Like everybody who says Avatar isn't great
They're
is
talking
lying to
about the live
themselves.
action film, surely.
That doesn't exist.
Okay. I just need to make sure.
It doesn't exist.
Okay.
What are you talking
I
about?
can accept that. Yeah, I can accept that.
There is no live action. There's no. What are you talking about? They
Okay. Yeah,
never
yeah,
did
yeah.
it.
No, you made your point. You made your point. I need more cobblestone to make a path to the Nether portal, and I'm gonna dress it up real nice. Um.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I think because
Oh,
right
that's
now,
better.
actually, this is great because I do want to talk about this at any waking moment of my life. Um, my favorite ongoing animation. Um, that is like
Right now?
that is going on right now. is the oh, what is this? We have a visitor.
What?
Look at this.
Huh?
Look at this.
Oh, it's a trader.
Hello.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. So basically, if we have emeralds, we can.
We do not
Switch.
have emerald.
We do not. Okay. So
Maybe
this
there's something else that we can offer him.
No, you can't.
Hello. Don't worry about this. Nothing bad is going to happen.
Or we can just kill him.
No. I'm gonna trap trap him with the cows.
Yeah, okay, that could work. Don't let the cows escape, though.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say the magic word.
What? Okay, that was a disaster. Wait. Let's see. Where is he walking to?
Shit. Oh well, fuck
He's
it.
walking this way. Oh. Get in the hole. I've trapped him. He can't get away.
Okay, well at least we have a trader now.
I can give you more moving space if you like, but you're not getting out. This isn't slavery. This is entrapment. Also, I'm not going to feed you.
Yeah, okay, then it's enslavement.
Here's the thing, though. It's kind of ruining the aesthetic that I've got going on here. Oh, the llamas want to join him.
Just kill it.
No.
Kill him.
He's too valuable.
What is he? He doesn't even give a shit.
I don't think he does, no. Alright.
Anyway, so like
This is not going great.
the thing is, when it comes to animation, like I came from a household where like, oh, animes for cartoons are like for children and stuff like that. Right now, as we're growing older and stuff like that, I completely disagree with that case. And
Yeah, no.
I love certain things. Like, hey, I will give it a try. But the thing is with anime at this point, sometimes I have to forcefully put myself in a position to like actually appreciate it. Like I have to force myself to do it because
Yeah, I know what you mean.
most of the time when I look at anime, might sound horrible. This might sound horrible, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It all looks the fucking same.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has a different art style, and then I might even look into it. But it all looks the same, man. Like all the school children look like the fucking same. All the other stuff looks the fucking same. Even the story sometimes looks the fucking same. It always has the same tropes with the same fucking looking characters. Sometimes they even fucking look alike when I look at other stuff, and they sometimes praise it for being something different. And then when that thing is like completely new or like it will be fucking dug up to the fucking ground. And then when they actually try to do something different with their with their thing, they're gonna get shunned for it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
You can do no right. Also, I've
can
got
do
a
no
thing
right.
here. I've got a thing here. If you want to see
It
the
says
sign.
it has to be the same goddamn thing over and over and over again. I don't get it. I don't understand. And that's why I like CGI stuff a lot more. Oh, Illustrator Bob, he's not dead, just trapped. Okay.
Can you tell? Can you tell what I tried to do? Well,
I'll set that fucker on fire.
you're stuck here now.
Forever.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Whoop, there it is.
Oh yeah, I've improved my echo, by the way. I don't know if you know, like I thought last time wasn't booming enough, so I made it worse. If you want good 3D animation right now, there's a show on Disney Plus called Star Wars: The Bad Batch. It is
Isn't
fantastic.
that isn't that the Clone Wars?
It's literally the Clone Wars season 8. Like in every way or form, it feels exactly like that. But I love the Clone Wars, so I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually also love the Clone Wars. I've tried to look into it many times. Fuck Rebels. Rebels can go die in a fire.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I
And
finished Rebels the other day actually. Um,
what do you
all
think of
all of
it?
it. To be honest with you, for the most part, I didn't really like it. I thought like in terms of like everything, in terms of design and quality, it was too childlike for me. Especially like the motions where they had like an added bit of smooth motion that you would never see in Clone Wars. It threw me off. But there were a couple of plot lines that were absolutely excellent and that were really cool and that I do want to see more of.
Yeah, of course. Like Rebels did. Like I'm not saying Rebels didn't do anything good,
Like the Darth
but
Maul stuff was
it
really good.
like if I have to pick between if I have to pick between either like Clone Wars or Rebels,
Oh, easy,
I'm picking Clone Wars.
easy. There's no question about it. Because
And
Rebels
and
is just not that. The thing I really liked about the Clone Wars is it really like it managed to do something that no one thought would be marketable, which is give the clone troopers personalities, and it works
true, yeah,
so well. Like I remember as well when I was younger, you know, with Lego you have like those battle packs where you have like playing clone troopers and stuff like that.
yes,
So what I found out is like at the time, I think it's not as big anymore, but at the time, there was this whole community on YouTube of people who like get those battle packs and then get like Games Workshop paint, you know, the ones to like paint their figures like D&D figures and stuff like that. And then they would
yes.
paint on the designs of specific clone troopers onto the minifigures. And I was obsessed with that. And I was like, you can do that? So I actually did a couple myself as well. And
What's the result?
I still have some of them. Hang on, let me grab them so I can kind of refer to them. Um okay. So basically, I have one Wolfpack trooper. It looks okay. I had a phase 2 armor Commander Bly, but I can't really find him right now. There was this one episode from season 1 where there was this clone trooper that literally like Captain Keeley, I believe his name was, and he literally died within the same episode that he was introduced, but his armor had like this significant like design, like these kind of red horns that go over his helmet. I did
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I think I
nice.
remember
Okay,
that
so
one.
I did that one, and I threw so many design techniques on it that I can easily say it is the greatest character that I have here, like the best result. Um, I have one helmet for fives as well, but it's not that good. Um,
Well, fives was Rex and fives were one of my favorites.
yeah, because they really had like an interesting design going for them as well.
Or
Rex was
99 is also a pretty good one.
sorry,
Even though 99, he was
the
the
janitor one.
yes,
Um,
he was the old looking one. Even though he didn't do any combat, he was yet
he was one of the better
like
characters. Yeah,
he
I don't
was
have
one of
him
the
as
better
Lego
characters.
figures. I don't have him as a Lego
No,
figure, but
it's impossible to have him as a Lego figure. But
and anything
like
is
the
possible
thing
with the
with
power
him
of
was,
imagination.
yeah, true. But the thing with him was is that he was like he fought for his brothers, even though he can't actually do anything. He was trying to do his best he can, like trying
Yeah,
to get ammo, throw grenades, stuff like that, and that
yeah,
sticks with you. That
it really
sticks with
does.
you. He
And he was such a standout in the whole thing. I think
exactly.
I really liked Echo as well, which is why I like the fact that he's in Bad Batch as well. Um, uh,
Yeah, okay.
there's loads of clone. I mean, obviously, like there's there's the bulk standard ones as well, like Cody and Rex, Gree.
Oh, Rex was like the
The Rex was the main one, and I will
yeah.
say they're pushing him a little bit too much. I think it was great in the context of the Clone Wars, but I didn't really see the need for him to be in Rebels. Um,
Yeah, I mean, if they eventually did, if I remember correctly, but they should have explained him way better when it came to like why did he like when he removed the chip.
oh, but they did.
If they if yeah, but like they only did it after he was announced in Rebels to fill up the blanks. If
No,
they
this was ages after Rebels went on air, because the inhibitor he removed his inhibitor chip in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars finale last year, and Rebels was off the
yeah,
air
last
for
year.
years at that point. Yeah, that was last year.
So I mean that's the thing that I was trying to say. Like they did it so that it can be connected to Rebels, not the other way around. Like it would have been
Yeah,
cooler if he removed the chip on its own, and then Rebels picked it up, and then they brought him back. Then it would have been amazing. But now they just did it to like, oh yeah, fuck, we need to explain how to do this and that.
yeah, but this is the thing. They always do these things because I think what they do is they leave things intentionally vague so they can like fill things up later and like
Oh,
play around with
true,
it.
but like, it would have been more amazing, in my opinion, if they just like completely, uh, if they like the final season where Rex took off the chip, and then Rebels took it over, and then they announced him. Then it would have been amazing, because
Yeah,
then I'm like, hey, now it's like, oh fuck, Rex actually did that. We need to explain how he did it. It's like it feels a little bit rushed, if you know what I mean.
um, yeah, but it was necessary to do it anyway.
Yeah,
So
it's
so
it
so
was
it
necessary, but it would have been better if it just like they did it before Rebels was announced, or like Rebels actually took him in, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, I see what you mean.
It's like more impressive, but whatever.
Yeah, it is what it
I'm
is
not a
now.
writer. I'm not a writer when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, and I didn't particularly mind.
Also, quick question: have you seen the last season of Samurai Jack?
I have not. I haven't actually kept up with
Ooh,
it all that well.
it was on the air for 3 years, and then it went off, and then in 2017 it got back.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yes, it did. The final season was in 2017, brought to you by Adult Swim,
Yeah, of course.
and yeah, but the thing is, it should have been longer. But the thing was, is that Cartoon Network first didn't care for it, but because of like because Cartoon Network suddenly saw like, oh, people actually care. Well, okay, then we're gonna take our license back, and then they have to fill up a couple of episodes, and then they have to
Yeah.
finish it. Like they had to do a rush finish,
Well, that's how it
so
goes
that
with a lot of
like
things. I think the same thing happened with Clone Wars. It wouldn't surprise me.
that was unfortunate. But the thing was like, even though like for example, one of the most famous scenes ever in Samurai Jack, if not the most famous scene, was him fighting the Shadow Samurai, or
Yeah.
like the Shadow Ninja, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
when he got into a tower and they learned like he got the art of Shinobi, and he learned the different rights. So he made his ropes all white, pure white, and his all black. So it was one of the most amazing fucking things I've ever seen, ever, in animation. Even though it's just black and white fighting one another, it looked amazing.
Yeah.
I still love it to
That's
this
pretty awesome,
very
actually.
day.
That's the thing. I feel like we can talk about this now, probably. Um, Do you think these days, when it comes to like Hollywood and like production of like TV shows and movies and all that, do you agree with the fact that these days we're only really getting like sequels to things that haven't been a thing for years upon years, and reboots and stuff like that, because Hollywood is trying to like play it safe with everything, like trying to make
Yeah,
safe money and stuff like that.
I see where you're getting at, and it's. I mean, yes, in a way, I do agree, because reboot this, reboot that's yada yada yada. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get it. I completely get it. However, I do think that why? Why did you do that?
I
Why
just
did
want
you
to
take
get
yourself up this
I
place?
just want to get a reaction. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you were saying.
I do think a lot of things are now like they are scared of trying to do something new,
Yes.
and that's the thing with Hollywood, or like the industry in general. If they found something good, if they found something of interest, if they found like a jackpot, they will hold on to it for dear fucking life, because one, it's it brings the people, and two, it's cheap.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's why they just like, oh yeah, we're gonna hold on to license. I'm not sure when we're actually gonna use it, but it's gonna bring us money and it's gonna be cheap, because one, we already have the license, and two, we already have the fan base for it.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand where they're getting at, and I do think reboots are sometimes going way too far and way too overwhelming
Yeah.
than actually expected. However, sometimes, for example, Samurai Jack, great example. Samurai
Yeah.
Jack had such an open ending when it got cancelled the first time that everybody was loving it when he came back. But when it came to Avatar, The Last Airbender,
Sure.
people were a little bit more on edge, because, Avatar was basically like, it had 3 seasons, 3 amazing seasons, and
Yeah, and it didn't
we
need
didn't
more.
need more. Exactly.
And
And I see Legend of Korra still as a little bonus here and there.
yeah.
I do find, like, don't get me wrong, Airbender is still the best, and Korra has, sometimes I like, the thing with me was I tried to love Korra. I really did. But sometimes I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what am I watching?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't like Korra all that much, to be honest with you.
Korra was more like that little fucking asshole. It's like, oh yeah, I can do it already. Like, the first episode was like the
Yeah.
first problem was in the first episode. For Aang, Aang had to do like many years of training, many tries of training to learn water, earth, and fire. So many goddamn years to actually master it.
Yeah, and
Then
she was.
fucking Korra
Yeah.
came along, and then as a 4-year-old, she already learned how to fireband and earthband.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
No, I agree. I didn't
Like,
like that.
I get it. It's the joke, but like, come on, man. It's at least follow the principle. And you know that you fucked up when the fucking old dude named Tencent is more loved than the actual Avatar.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The thing is, I felt like Tencent is more developed than Korra ever did, and I think because the main voice actor, Cape Johnson, or like what's his name again? I forget
Who?
his name. The guy who voiced
Oh, J.K.
Tencent,
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. I think because it's J.K. Simmons voicing him,
Yeah.
he got a lot of attention, and that's why everybody loved him.
Yeah. Which I will say, like, I really love J.K. Simmons, and I will watch most of the stuff that he's in. But not
Oh
Korra.
yeah, he's in Invincible right now, and
Yeah.
everybody memes on him again.
Think, Mark.
Think, Mark, think.
He's great in Invincible though. And honestly, like talking about animations, Invincible is fucking great, and this is coming from someone who's like seen a lot of superhero TV shows, and likes a lot of them. This one is probably one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, it's an anti-superhero I heard about.
Yeah, well, yes and no. It depends what your definition is of anti-superhero.
Well, it's a lot of blood and stuff like that.
It's more adult in that sense, but it's definitely like it fits the superhero genre. Like it's not anti-culture or anything like that. Like it's not like let me put it differently. It's not like The Boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, I still need to love The Boys. I still need to watch The
Want to
Boys.
become famous? No, and so won't you.
I think it's the same guy. I think it was the same guy who tried to do
Probably.
it. Like,
tell you this much though.
ban.
I said you can say anything in my chat, but this I will not allow. Fuck you.
It's not a saying. It's more like it's promoting, or like it's promotion.
Yeah, but it isn't promotion. Because the basically so what it is so. Oh, hang on, something's going weird. So basically, this was a thing back in the day on YouTube as well, but I see that it persists on Twitch as well because fucking people gonna make money somehow. This isn't like people going like, "Hey, I like your stream, check out mine," because genuinely, I'm open for that. I don't mind that, and you know, there's a lot of people who essentially like came to my stream, they started following me, and then I'll return the favor. I go to their stream and I go, "Oh, this is pretty cool." However, this is someone who goes, click this link to become famous. And what it is basically, it's like a link, and if you go there, it brings you to a landing page where you buy followers. And I am not interested in that because I don't care about like. This is the thing.
No,
like a lot of people care.
I don't think it's only followers. I also think it's like either an IP grab or like it gets you like
Yeah, exactly. It's scam regardless, and I don't want that. I don't care for that. Because I don't like. First of all, I don't want a virus. Second of all, I don't care about followers. Like if you like this content, follow. If you're here to just like promote some scammy website, then fuck off. You know, this is a community based website. Right.
I wouldn't say that far, but
well, okay, not really, but like I'm a community based creator. Like I like to expand my own community with other creators.
With that I can agree. With that I can agree.
And I'm happy to do that, but I won't stand for this shit. Because it fucking drives me nuts. And the worst thing is like there's children out there on this like I'm not gonna pretend to be like some sort of like Karen or whatever, but there's children out there who genuinely think that this is a real link, and they'll put in their parents' fucking credit card information on the off chance that this might be true, and they'll buy followers and they'll learn nothing because they'll go like, oh, I bought all like I have like 100 followers, but there's only like one person watching my stream. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking it ruins the youth, if I'm allowed to say something like that in such a drastic way.
Sure, definitely. Yeah. But I agree with that. Like the thing is, everybody. I feel like there's some sort of dopamine when people see followers and shit like that.
Oh no, I felt like the other day, like I got like 300 bits donated to me, right? In total.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah.
It's really neat, but think about it. Like I'm not gonna say that I don't appreciate it because I do. I really do. But 300 bits equivalates to about $3. Right? It's not a big deal. But I genuinely I appreciated it first of all because of the gesture that anyone would want to spend money on my stuff and go like here's like $1 because I like your stuff. It reminds me of busking. You know busking?
Rings a bell, but
busking is basically busking is like when you play music on the street for people to then donate.
Oh yeah.
Because that's literally what it was. I was playing music as well, so I'll accept that. It's literally busking, and if someone wants to like you know, toss a coin for the singer, then yeah, cool, I'm on board with that. And what I did with that as well, after that, I went to the stream of a person who like introduced me to a bunch of other streamers that came and donated bits, and I gave all of those bits back because I don't want to keep it. I want to push it back into the community because I don't think I actually deserve it. Like, this is not a humility thing. I genuinely think that I'm not at that level yet where I can ask people to like donate money. So that, and neither is the content. And so basically, but I still appreciated it. It's just that like it hits you and it makes you want to like make more. And I'll be honest, it's I make it sound to be like very unhealthy and stuff like that. Not necessarily. Like I said, I do appreciate it. But
We need more stone, by the way. We
What-
need a lot of stone.
yeah, I'm gonna mine some in a bit. I'm just gonna light this nether portal real quick. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Anyway, I don't know what my point was with that, because my point is different. Like, if you want to donate, here's the thing: if you want to donate bits or actual money, go right ahead. I won't stop you. Obviously, I will.
I don't think you actually can.
Why not?
Because you're affiliated. I don't think you can cancel your affiliation now.
No, I'm not saying that I don't want bits.
No. I think nothing is going to stop these kids from donating to you.
Oh,
I don't think there's.
most of them are older than that. No.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't think like there is no button that says like no, you're not gonna accept donations today.
No,
I don't think
no, obviously not. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you wanna donate, go right ahead. I won't stop you. It's just for me as a like predominantly capitalist thinker, I want to be able to like give something back for the money that is being donated, right? So I want to either improve the content in some way or another, or I want to like give you like an instant thing that you might like if there's like a situation where like you can donate bits to affect my game or something like that, I'm cool with that, because you're actually paying money to make me miserable. Like that's I've acted in student films before, so it's no different. But like, if you just kind of offhand donate stuff to me, that's fine, and I appreciate it. And depending on how much it is, I will probably push it right back into the community that I want to support. Cause whatever. I think my point has completely deviated from what I'm trying to say. Let me put it differently. Those bits are genuine, right? That's real people who've actually like spent money on getting stuff.
Actual money, yeah.
And they're not people that I don't necessarily like. One of them I didn't really know. But they're like not complete unknowns. They're like no, Tara subbed. There was one guy or girl, I'm not entirely sure, called Beast, B Alpha Sierra Tango, who donated 200 bits. And there was another one called Venafar who donated 100. Venafar is fine because I've tuned into her streams before. She's tuned into my streams before. We've kind of had maybe like one or two chats off stream, and sometimes we chat on someone else's stream. That's fine. I will accept that because we know each other fairly well. But I don't need some bot to give me that. You know what I mean? Because it feels so disingenuous, and it's like, are we dealing with people? And the same goes for followers. Like, if you're gonna follow me just to be nice, just don't. Because I don't need that, and I don't necessarily appreciate that.
Yeah, you actually want people to follow you when you actually want to start a conversation or something like that.
Yeah, if there are people who are like into the same things as I am, and it's like, well, you watch my stuff, I watch your stuff. At some point, we can like, move this into a level of like potential collaboration or something like that. That would be cool for me, and I'm always up for that. But if it's like a follower, it's like Look, I'm gonna follow you just to be nice, but yeah, I'm not gonna watch any of your stuff. In that case, just don't follow, because I don't,
Yeah,
I don't need pity votes and stuff like that. If I'm at the end of the day, if I end up having no more than 3 followers that watch everything I do, I would much prefer that to having, no, the pickaxe.
don't tell me you have a diamond pickaxe.
Yeah, but I remember where I died, so I'll rush over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, so far, I feel like most of the people who have followed are people who genuinely like want to tune in at some point, and like are part of the bigger community that I have kind of worked myself into now. I say worked myself into. I walked into it because people are that kind of.
I've shown it to like right now. I even showed it to my family member, but like I don't do it for the fame. I just do it for like, hey, want to do this? Yeah, sure, why
Yeah,
not?
it's for the fun of it, and that's all it
Yeah.
should be. I don't think it ever should be for anything else because I don't care about like, again, fame is you know, it's
What is
whatever.
fame anyway? Something that you get when you reach a certain amount of numbers. Okay,
Yeah.
congratulations, but
It doesn't mean anything because
it shouldn't mean anything.
it doesn't to me.
However, a lot of people will lose their minds when, oh yeah, I have so many followers this, I have so many followers that,
Who
because
gives a shit?
till this very day, there are people who are trying to use their followers, followers or something like that as some sort of mechanic. Like, hey,
What, to quantify
let's
happiness or
say,
whatever?
yeah, like it's no, or like they get shit for free, or like
Oh,
let's
you're
say
talking about these like influencers who like go to hotels and they're like, "Hey,
exactly,
can I sleep here
yes,
for free? I have like an Instagram account with 700 followers. I can give you whatever." And it's like, uh, this is the Hilton. We don't need
yeah,
your 700 followers.
exactly. That's and that's something people do. They still do this. I've no idea why. I would be ashamed if anybody did it.
The problem is,
In
right?
my
And I don't want to be too harsh about this because this is my childhood as well. But like, those various TV shows that kind of somewhat deal with the idea of like fame and fortune and like the idea that this is what you should be striving for. In a way, that's what they're saying. Is like you should be striving for fame because it's great to be famous and it's great to have a lot of friends and it's great to have no like functional life aspirations, like a functional like job that actually furthers society in some way or another. I'm the last person to comment on this because I've exactly not done that. I've not taken a job that furthers society in any form at all. But that was a conscious decision because like I want to shitpost for money. I don't want to do it for fame. I just want to do it as an excuse. Um,
that's why a lot of people sometimes hide between like VTuber shit or something like that, because then they can shitpost and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
and it's understandable, and you can get away with it. Like there's people online as well. Like yeah, VTubers who use fake names, fake faces, and stuff like that. And you can get all the good
Like
things
me.
of fame without any of the negatives. Like you can be loved by followers who honestly don't really love you, but that's a different thing altogether.
I
Um,
mean, they will use your name when they do like horrible shit.
sure.
Like when you talk about like dumb shit here and there, like, hey, I don't agree with this person. A lot of fans will see this as like, oh, this is, then I'll use this to make fun of you, or like ruin your life or shit like that.
Oh my god, this
Ooh,
is retarded. This is actually stupid.
what?
So
Did
I
one of
found.
my friends go up? Oh
Hmm?
no, it didn't. It didn't.
So the other day I found a portal and I just activated it. Right? Do you know where it is in relation to our original portal?
No.
They're literally on top of each other.
No!
Like, they're not directly on top of each other, but like, basically you go through this portal, you go down a cliff, and it's just right
Yes.
there. Like, I can
Jesus
literally
Christ,
build a ladder
seriously?
down, which is probably what I'm gonna do. And that's where you are. So I'm gonna actually no, I'll do something else. Let me find something identifiable like gravel. No,
I don't think you have enough sticks
dirt.
for it.
No, I'm gonna go to the other portal. No, first this portal. I'm gonna make a dirt ledge so I can see where the ladder needs to go. I'm gonna go to the other one. Use the ladders that we have, and build. Oh, there's a fucking skeleton here. Oh, I threw the skeleton through the portal. That can't be good.
Come on, man. Stop throwing me enemies. I'm doing work here.
Okay, so right there. Something like that.
Also, another thing. It's also famous, but like idols.
Idols as in
I
the
never
show?
really. No. Like as
The
in the
concept.
character. Yeah, the concept.
I agree. I hate the idea of idols.
Like it's okay. You in Japan it's worse.
Oh, I know.
In Japan it's worse than here, but like, Jesus Christ.
It's still quite bad in the West.
But in the West we have like waifus and shit like that, and
Yes, which
that's
is
fine, I guess.
it's of Japanese origin, so take it for what it
Yeah,
is.
it's like I'll sure I'll join on that whole shit, but like when you honestly say like, do you actually love 2D girls? I'm like, no, I'm just doing it for the fun.
Well, there's people who love their car.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean,
True.
that's
Yeah, I know how the internet works.
yeah.
There's always someone or somebody.
Who just takes things too far.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably a rule somewhere on the internet that like
Yeah.
there's always someone or some way that people are gonna take it way too far. Like
Okay.
people love Coca-Cola, for example, then you'll see on the news that somebody died for drinking way too many Coca-Cola bottles.
Well, yeah, of course.
Stuff like that. There's
There's
always something that goes way too far.
there's this TLC show called My Strange Addiction.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
PewDiePie sometimes shows it.
Yeah. That's one of the worst shows as well. Because it's like the people that go on
Yeah,
there, it's like they say that they feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but they still sign up for that show. So it's like surely to some level you agree that this is not normal behavior.
yeah, but and also the thing is, you sign you sign yourself away. You sell your soul basically to the devil, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Like
agreed.
the thing is with shows like these, you'll you just ask you just they're just gonna make fun of you, like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
and that's all. Like, why would you do that? Like, at least do it in private, or like at least like maybe if you want to speak about it, okay, fair enough. Then talk about it with like maybe a
A
certain
licensed professional.
licensed professional, exactly, or do it like behind curtains so that you can show it on the TV show with like a muted voice, something like that.
Yeah.
At least do something like that. Like, come on. Then you still have your life. But now everybody sees, everybody knows what you're doing, and even though you're completely free or like you're addict free, people
Yeah.
are still gonna mock you for it.
This is the thing. I feel like a lot of people they want that sense of attention anyway because they know that any attention means
It's,
some level of fame.
yeah,
So I think a lot of people. Yeah.
Unfortunately, with life, and I sort of tend to agree with it, even though I hate it. Good publicity, bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, and all publicity is good publicity.
It's like it's like that famous scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. You've got to be the worst pirate I've ever heard.
Ah, but
Or
you
at
heard
least
of
you
me.
heard of me. But you heard of me. Exactly. That's it. That's the
exactly
thing.
what it is.
That's exactly the thing. Nail on the head, right there.
Are we? Oh, I thought we were out of iron.
No, we're not.
I should get more at some point, actually.
I'm almost done with the roof, and windows I'll do tomorrow.
Yeah.
After I'm done with the roof, then I'm gonna call it quits.
Yeah, makes sense.
The roof will be pretty nice, though.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
But yeah, the thing with fame is a dangerous game. And that's why a lot of people, when they actually get to be famous, they automatically or they double down in it,
Yeah.
or they just go flat out, just like, okay, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, and either case is completely understandable.
Yeah, like for example, the people, you can actually look at it, like, someone is not, someone doesn't want to be famous when, one, they don't, one of the most important signs is like they don't show their entire face, like they cover their eyes with hats or like makeup or shit like that. Like for example, that girl from Chandelier, like Chandelier.
Oh, Sia.
Sia, exactly. She doesn't want to be famous.
She never wanted to.
She never wanted to be famous. She just wanted to make music and then get paid for it.
The problem is, so
and
I
one
heard.
Of my favorite.
So what I understand. Sorry, go on.
One of my favorite artists is it's the Radicals, the new Radicals. It's from the song like "Don't give up, you got a reason to live. Don't let go, you got anything to give."
Okay.
Stuff like that. It's like it's a one-hit wonder, but still, it's like one of my most favorite things. He also covers his face.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be famous. He just want to make music, and he still does that to this very day. And like, also you see it with people that that don't buy like expensive clothing. Like they just buy, or like it looks like they got clothing from the mother or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, those people don't want to be famous. Like you can actually look in them, and you can see them that they don't want to be famous. And some do. But like it's like every time I look at it, like if I look at the new Radicals, they say they might want to come back for a new show or stuff like that. But I know that the main lead doesn't want to be famous. So why the fuck would I actually want to bother them? I will buy their music. I will enjoy their music.
Yeah, but that's the extent of it.
I'm not gonna bother them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like I know that like starting out as well, like on the platform, maybe I should be hiding my face, maybe. But at the same time I just don't care enough. Like it's the thing is I don't mind I don't want necessarily to be famous as like a goal. I don't necessarily mind it. It's just that as long as people like at some point if I get cancelled, it's just like okay, cool.
Do you see it as a bonus or something? Like being famous?
No.
As a bonus?
Maybe as a like a slight bonus. It's an obstacle in some ways, where it's like you said, like you have to kind of mind what you're saying at pretty much any given situation. But at the same time, I don't really want to regard it as such. Like ultimately, if I do become famous, it's going to be because of what I say, right? So what I say may as well be my words rather than the words that I believe others want to hear. So
true.
And if that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out because I don't really care. Like I'm happy to be an unknown. I'm happy to be better known.
Oh, I love being an unknown. I love being an unknown.
Like, I'll be honest. If tomorrow I wake up and I do a stream and I have like 300 viewers, cool. I'm happy with that. If I do a stream and I have 2 viewers, which is pretty much like an average stream anyway, cool too. I don't care.
I always feel like, if I get to that certain moment, I will lose my shit. And like, if I see like I'm above 100 people who are watching me and like talking to me,
Fuck.
then I'm like,
no.
okay,
Oh
closing
no.
the stream.
Oh
Bye.
no.
What happened?
The portal. The portal got
Oh,
fucking
no.
stuck. I need to get out via the other portal. Thank God the other portal is here. Oh. Thank the Lord.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I will fucking panic, and then I'm like, okay, bye, wherever.
Yeah.
And then if I see that I have like 1,000 followers on Twitch, I will delete my account because I don't like the fame thing. I don't want to be responsible of thousands of people watching me.
But this is the thing.
Trying to talk to me. I feel
Yeah.
guilty for shit like that.
The thing is, I agree with you. I also like at times when there's like multiple viewers. Oh no, I'll do one better. Like on YouTube as well. If I have a video with like multiple views, I feel weird about it because it's like, why did so many people bother to watch this?
Yeah.
The thing is, it bothers me from a competence point of view. Like I don't feel like what I've made is worth like fussing over, which I think might not be entirely unlike where you're coming from as well. Which is more of like a a frustrating humility thing in a way. At the same time, I'm at this point now mentally where I'm just kind of like everything is how do I say this? It's like I don't know if there's anything really. It's like a freeway. You know what I mean? Like I'm going forward and I'll see where the road takes me. And if at some point there's a car in front of me, which means that I can't really progress faster, but I do want to, I'll switch lanes. And then when I feel like it's going too fast and I want to kind of slow down, I'll switch back lanes. It's just wherever the road takes me, whatever the obstacles are in the way, I don't really care. And if
I found a dog. Doggo.
Oh, do we have bones?
Doggo. Yes, we have bones in the chest. Please.
Let me go get it.
Please. He's running away. Okay, maybe this bone will do. Yes, I got him. First try.
Sweet.
Let's
go. Nice. But like basically,
Sorry.
like I said, if tomorrow I'm by the way, just saying it now, I'm not actually streaming tomorrow, because this is my 3rd stream this week, not counting Dawn of Discussion, which would make it 5. I'm good. Like I'm quite satisfied with that turnout.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe in the future I'll stream on Sundays, but I don't want to like get into the habit of streaming right now, because at some point I'm going to Portugal as well for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna have a 2-week hiatus anyway. So don't want to make like a full-on schedule yet. But basically,
it's right now we're not doing a schedule either. We're like,
no,
hey,
exactly.
This is gonna happen.
But at least what I'm trying to say is, if I were to stream tomorrow, and there's like 1,000 viewers all of a sudden just want to watch what I'm doing, and I do something and they get a real kick out of it, like they love it and they're spamming my emote and they're throwing money at me, it's like I don't have a problem with that. I don't feel responsible. If then there comes a point and like I say something and they don't like what I say and they leave, that's fine. That's democracy. That's literal consumer democracy, where they're making it known that they didn't like my content by leaving, and that's perfectly fine. If I make shit content, I don't want people to watch. If I make shit content and people like it, I'm not going to stop them from liking it. And if I make good content and no one watches, then yeah, sure, I'll feel a little bit shafted. But if I make good content and people watch it, then there's no reason for me to feel bad about that.
Yeah, okay. I see your point on this.
I understand where you're coming from, though. I will say that I do think that fame has a lot of negative side effects that do need to be considered. Which is essentially also one of the reasons why fame should never be considered the goal at all.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm right behind you on that one.
Um, and I think fame shouldn't be it shouldn't be celebrated as much as it is. Like it shouldn't be made to be
It
like
really is, isn't it? It really is, isn't it? Like celebrated.
it is like every like like all the pop songs are about like I want to be rich and famous and have all these women around me just having these oversized uh butt cheeks that they can clap together to the rhythm of these songs that I make. And it's like, really? Is that what we want to tell children is desire? Don't get me wrong. The songs that I write are not aimed at children at all.
Hmm.
At all. But still, like I at least if a child listens to my lyrics, it's like, oh, okay, social anxiety. There's something in there. Oh, okay, murdering people. Oh, okay, the toxic landscape of internet opinionation. Okay, cool. There's nothing really wrong with that. That's just reflecting the world as it is, as I see it. But like
Yeah.
the last thing I'd want to do is like sing about how great it is to be in love with someone, or how great it is to have tons of money, or how it is to have women just at my bedside. I mean, I'll probably do it in jest. Like I'll probably like I can do a song at some point where it's like, uh, these women love me, and they're always at like they're always in my bed, and I think to myself, what way am I going to roll? It's too crowded in here. Um, but that it's not genuine, and it also makes this weird situation where like money and sex and fame, that's like the end all be all of life. That's what you should be striving for, and uh I can't agree with that at all.
No, neither can I.
And I think it's despicable to make people aim for that as well. I think if you want to do music because you like playing music, then do music. If you want to do music because you think that's what's going to get you famous and what's going to make you happy in the long run, then don't do it. It's not worth it. And it's
Yeah.
it's 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 only gonna disappoint. It's the only thing it's good for. Not that I'm famous, not that I have any sort of authority over this in any way. But you can tell, like from a lot of people, like we had a classmate actually. Well, not a classmate. He was 1 year below me. Um, I'm not gonna name any names, even though he's probably not gonna watch this. But he was a good friend of mine, and at some point he started a YouTube channel. And surprisingly enough, he was actually the one who encouraged me to get a YouTube channel as well. So I probably should thank him for making me make a decision that would affect the rest of my life. Not the gaming
Yeah.
channel, mind you. I mean the main channel where I was like doing parodies and stuff. Um,
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
and so he got big. Well, I say big, like relatively big. Like at first it started off like he was doing like videos with like Mario Kart Wii cheating or hacking or whatever. And then he did Minecraft, and then he got big on Minecraft in the Dutch community anyway. I think at some point he had like tens of thousands of subscribers. Um, and like he had his own Minecraft server, which I was a mod on for a while until I wasn't. I He did that channel at some point. He started sharing that channel with another person from like Limburg. Um, and funny enough, like I featured a couple of times on that channel, but it was via his friend, not via him. And so there was this consistent situation at some point where if I want to hang out with him, He was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to this like Dutch YouTube gathering in Utrecht. Would you like to join me?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool, fine." And it was literally just like him like being there with other Dutch YouTubers that I didn't know because I don't watch Dutch YouTube at all. Um, and he was meeting fans who are, you know, fair to them, they love his content, so fair enough. And at some point, like, you know, we completely lost touch. Like, there were a couple of times where I wanted to like hang out with him, and there was just nothing from him. Like, he wasn't even responding to those messages. So it was like, well, okay, that's cool. So you've got your you've got your fame, you've got your fans or whatever. That's cool. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
And then a year went on, and there was a situation that I actually wrote a song about as well, where basically like, well, not necessarily the situation itself, but like one of the bits was like, so I hung out with him one more time since, and the only reason why that happened is because my mum ran into his mum, and then she ran into him, and then she ran into his mum again, and then she hung out with his mum, like they had tea together, and they were like, hey, our sons should hang out again, and she was like, yeah, that's a bit difficult considering that Ron's in London. But hey, he's coming back to the Netherlands for like a week soon, so maybe they could hang out then. She was like, yeah, I'll talk to my son, and so he actually reached out to me and he was like, hey, I'm gonna be in Amsterdam on this day. Would you like to like hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure, sounds fun. So I actually went there, and this is where the song part comes in. We didn't specifically say what time. We just said like a circumvent like around time, and I was just like there at the Amsterdam Central station, just kind of waiting, just thinking to myself like, am I even meant to be here? Do I even want to be here anymore? Uh, and then he did show up in the end, and we went to Vondel Park, and surprise, surprise, guess what? It was a Dutch YouTube gathering.
What? Ooh, interesting.
And he had like at this point he hadn't uploaded in ages, so basically it felt like he was like trying to like look for people who like watch his content, but no one approached him. And then on the train back, we had like a chat and we said like, oh, it's too bad that like we've lost touch and everything. This is looking really nice, by the way.
What?
This
Yeah, I
area.
agree. It's I need more birch though. I
Yeah.
need more wood.
But yeah, so basically we talked about like how it's too bad that we lost touch and everything, and we should like try to keep in touch and everything. That's probably the last conversation I've ever had with him, and the last conversation I ever feel bothered to have with him, to be honest with you, because if fame does that to a person, then I don't want to be friends with famous people, which by default means that I probably don't really want to be famous. But it's sobering, as someone who has, I don't want to be arrogant or anything, but with doing something that has a potential to lead to fame, it's sobering. Like it puts things into perspective. Um,
Eventually, at this point, everybody has some sort of way to become famous.
yes.
Eventually, that's where memes come in. Some
Yep.
people just do their regular fucking job, and then suddenly they got in because the internet got interested in you, and then suddenly, poof,
Literally.
you're famous. Congratulations.
Literally.
Oh man, that's the fucked up kind of way to get famous. To be honest,
Because everyone is trying it because they think that's not the
that's the way
easiest
of
way.
doing it.
It's not the easiest way, but it is the fastest way. Where you can be famous for like a month.
Yeah.
Everyone knows your name for like a month, and then they forget all about you, and then like 2 years later they'll resurface this meme that you were part of, and now you're famous again, but you don't really want that fame anymore because you've learned now. That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
So anyway, take a look. Take a look, by the way. Above. What do you think?
I like it. It's awesome. The inside is cool as
So
well. I don't know about
around,
the flames that are kind of like the smoke that's coming up from below.
yeah, I like that. I kind of like that effect because underneath us, it's on fire,
Yeah,
and the smoke gets up,
this
and
could be the
like it's
kitchen.
it Yeah, it's like a heating.
Yeah. Oh, do you know? Oh, do you know what you should do? You should have like a hot tub in here. And it's like the smoke is
Oh
coming off of it
my
because it's
god!
like hot
Yes.
water.
Yeah, we actually can make that because the door blocks the water.
That is really, oh yes, like an indoor pool. All right,
You know
let's get
what?
some
Let's do it
buckets.
now. Let's
Let's
do it
get some
now. Let's do it
buckets.
now. Yeah,
You grab a
exactly.
bucket, I'll grab a bucket, and we'll reconvene. Fortunately, there's a little well in front of the house right now as well.
Yeah, but like, where's the
There you go.
bucket?
It's
I
on
don't
the
get it.
it's on the floor. There you
Oh,
go.
there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me first sleep. Very
Yes.
good.
All right. Let's go up here. So does it actually? Oh, it does actually block. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I told you.
All right. Let's put one here.
And let's put one here, so that we can pick the middle one each time.
Nice. Ah, yes. I've got an infinite pool here as well. And
There you go. Perfect. We got a pool. Woo!
we've got a heated pool as well.
You hear the pool, baby?
Look at this.
Hell yeah.
Now this is luxury. You know,
This is luxury.
forget the
It's
Bel Air
not
mansions.
It's not done though. It needs to be I was thinking making all of this windows.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you can have like a nice view. I mean, the most ideal
Exactly.
thing as well. Oh shit. Oh, that could have gone very wrong.
Yeah, I know. Oh no! Don't throw it at me. Okay, fair enough.
Move. Uh, did you see that video, by the way? That's been going around for like maybe like a week or two, of that the most well, it probably isn't, but like the most expensive mansion in the world. You know, the one in
Yes,
Bel
yes,
Air.
I've seen it. Yeah, yeah.
Don't you just hate that house?
It looks disgusting.
It's disgusting from the outside. It's disgusting from the inside. The office has a fucking balcony. Why would you ever want that? Imagine, imagine having an office with a balcony and the desk is below the balcony. It's not on top of the balcony.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Everybody's like, the thing is, like, if uh, the house is never gonna be bought ever.
No.
I know that already. The thing, and you know what pisses people off a lot more, is that all this time, money, and effort could have been spent on something so much better in life.
Oh
But
yeah.
no, you had to make this abomination. That really grinds my gears a little
It's
bit.
got
Like,
7 pools. Like
you had
why?
you, yeah, it's like, hey, two pool, like one pool is more than enough. Two pools, okay. If you want to get spicy or something like that, you want to have like a salt water pool and a regular pool. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Three? What the fuck is wrong with you? Four? Oh god. Like,
7. What are we even talking
Jesus
about?
Christ. Yeah, exactly. Why? And imagine the electric bill. Like, fuck.
To be fair, to be perfectly fair, if you can afford a $500 million dollar mansion, or what was, no, sorry, it was more than that, a multi-billion-dollar mansion, you can afford
Yeah.
the electric bill for that. That's like the least of your problems at that point.
Yeah, okay, but like, I'm looking at it like, Who's gonna hire you? Who is gonna accept your contract? That's also a good question.
Who are you gonna hire as your 30 gardeners?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna do this part and you're gonna do that part. I'm like, way too much room,
Like the
way
most
too
offensive
much
to me,
fucking
right?
work.
The most offensive to me somehow. So I like cigars. You know, I like to smoke one every now and then, if I can afford it in the moment. Um, he's got a cigar room in that house, and the wall is filled with vintage Playboys. And I mean, look, I I think there's an art to it, probably to an extent, and I think there was meant to be an art to it, and I can appreciate that. But why would you conflate that with cigar smoking? Like, do you
Yeah,
think that's what it is? And he himself admitted as well that he doesn't smoke cigars. It's like, okay, so you think that people who smoke cigars, they'll like have their cigar in one hand and they'll have like a porn mag in the other, and then they'll occasionally, I guess, put down the cigar and jack off and take a couple more puffs and then pick up the cigar again. I don't know. Like it felt weird to me to see that and just go like, okay, so if you don't smoke cigars, then why have a cigar room?
yeah, that's kind of weird.
Like if I had a cigar room and I had like $1 billion to spend on architecture, I would have like a nice lounge with plenty of ventilation and maybe some casks of whiskey in the back. Because it feels sophisticated. Like it doesn't feel sleazy. And admittedly, most people who smoke cigars, they'll drink whiskey as well. Sometimes at the same time. I think that's perfectly appropriate.
Hey man, I'm not a. I don't drink whiskey a lot, and I don't smoke cigars, so I'll leave it up to you. But
Yeah, I do both. Recreationally, of course. Like I don't use it to get away from my problems. Because nothing will get me
I'm
away
more
from
of
my
a. I'm
problems.
more. I like tequila more. That's
Yeah, I think we've discussed this by the way as well.
Yeah,
I can't
true.
I can't get behind it. Oh,
That's vodka. We did agree on vodka though.
it's better without any mixers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
because
on the rocks.
yeah, on the rocks is good actually. Most drink, I'll be honest. I these days I drink anything on the rocks because I have irritable bowel syndrome.
Ooh,
Yeah,
spicy.
it is. It feels spicy too. Um, so for the most part, it's like I can appreciate a little bit of water with my alcohol. Um, just so it doesn't feel as powerful. Um, but straight up is nice too. I remember for my 18th birthday, a friend of mine gave me a bottle of vodka. Um, and basically like I put it in a glass at some point. My parents were home, and I was like, oh, I'll have something from my birthday vodka, and they were like, it's yours. Do whatever you want. So I put in the glass like a little layer, and I filled the rest with like orange juice or something like that. And I drank it, and I was like, wow, this orange juice really ruins the taste of the vodka. Not even kidding. Like that's what it is.
I also I'm also a little bitch when it comes to like sangria. That's you will definitely not like sangria.
Um, I'm
Oh,
I'm
that's
Sangria is
amazing.
the one with the wine, right?
The wine covered with like fruits and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not huge on wines, and I'm definitely not huge on fruits.
Yeah, like sometimes mixing it up with fruits like cider stuff. That's pretty neat in my opinion.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like
cider to be honest with
it
you. Cider is good.
cider's great. Like
I like a
everybody's
bit of
like, oh, cider's like girls, but like
I
fuck
like a
no,
bit
it's
of
great.
Strongbow. Yeah, I said it.
Strongbow is great. Strongbow's great. Apple Bandit is also pretty great.
Apple Bandit is very nice.
Um, Maybe like I'm not sure if this is considered as cider, but Desperado.
It's not. I don't think it's not a cider. It's a
Mm,
it's a Mexican style beer,
Yeah.
but it is still very nice, and it's probably the best Mexican style beer that I've ever had, despite the fact that it's completely Dutch.
Yeah, true.
But like, you
It's made
compare
by the
it,
people of Heineken. It's made by the people
yeah.
of Heineken.
But then you compare that to like, um, it's Corona or something like that.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Corona's a bit empty.
Yeah, I mean,
Strenkel is also empty.
it's okay. I'll have it if it's available, and I happen to feel like a Cerveza. But
Yeah.
but that's about it. And if there's Desperados instead, I'll just have that with a slice of lime in the bottle.
All right. So with that, I think we're gonna end the stream here.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Let me.
I'm in the pool right now, all comfy and dandy.
Okay,
I'm
let
looking
me
down at
come join you in
people.
the pool. Is it actually
Don't let the
becoming nighttime?
water out. Don't let the
Let
water
me
out,
make a
please.
day so that next time when the server starts up, we won't be in such a weird predicament. Don't let the water out. You mean through the door?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So, to all that are listening, if there are, thank you very much for watching. If
Yeah.
you
Thank you.
if you enjoyed this and you happen to be watching, or maybe you found this video at some point, um, maybe drop a follow. We do this every other week, pretty much. Um, you know, uh, even though, yeah, it should be available next week, same time.
Yeah. Actually, why not? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, okay,
Why not?
then pretty much weekly as far as you're concerned. I want to thank Praise the Kitten for lurking. You came on to listen for a bit, and I appreciate that
Yeah.
regardless. Um, and I hope your Valorant rank is now gold. I don't know. I don't play Valorant all that much, only if friends actually want to. Anyway, if you happen to watch this VOD on YouTube, then consider subscribing and leaving a like if you enjoyed it, and
Why
also
not?
follow me on Twitch if you want to see this live. Yeah, thank you very much, and see you next week.
Say up.